I'm back with some something. Last night I found myself having a thought where I just did a breath work and I'm feeling very grounded, very calm. At the same time my mind was constantly blasting me with thoughts with a bit of energy signatures of desire towards the weed. Um, it made me think because at the moment I looked within and I'm like, I feel content, I feel whole right now. Why am I getting thoughts wanting something outside this experience? And they carry the signature of escapism because this thing is being portrayed in the manner where once I get it within my system, my life, my experience will feel much better. You know, um, I will feel way calmer. I will feel more creative. I will feel way more happier. That is the illusion. That is the trap. So I stayed, I pondered more deeply around those thoughts. I'm like, why? And I realized that these are thoughts that just keep surfacing because I know that I am enough. I know that in this current reality, in this present moment, I am whole, I am complete. And when these thoughts came um, in the past, not the further past, but just in the near past, I I said to myself in response to them that the weed is cope. And I did mean that because the thing that I've realized is those thoughts, when they come, they don't come from you, they come from a different place. It's like an energy that you carry and it manifests as those thoughts. And now when that happens, you they, it's not necessarily that they convince you to buy into the thing that they are selling. It's a thing of me believing that that is what I need, that is what I want, and accepting it, and therefore internalizing it, making thinking and believing that it's coming from what I really want. And then when that happens, I then act on it. But then in the past, when I had those thoughts, I told myself, weed is cope, weed is cope, weed is cope. I said those affirmations, and then the thoughts no longer were there, and it took some time for them to come again, which was recently. And this time around, I had the epiphany that the thoughts, they naturally come and go in cycles. They will come and go, and these are I realized that when they come, I can changed my perspective as to why they are coming. Instead of thinking, oh, maybe this is something that I want, and try to come up with reasons why I might want to do such thing. For example, in the past, the reason was I would go a month. Maybe let's say I'm retaining, I'm very focused, I'm committed, I'm disciplined, I'm doing things, I'm locked in. And then when the thoughts would surface, maybe let's say I've stumbled upon some money at the end of the month, then the thoughts would surface, and then I would reason and say, oh, the reason is because I want this, I deserve, this experience, which that is, I can't say it's wrong, because wrong and right is relative. What it is that's what I convinced myself to be. That's what I believed, that I deserved it, and therefore I acted on what I believed. So when I altered my perception from this point, from now, and looking at the thoughts and seeing that, no man, these thoughts, they just come and go. I have no control over what thoughts that I get, right? I can't say, okay, now let me think this. Well, to a certain dimension, I can, but the thoughts that just come and go, I don't have control over those. But now, this is an opportunity for me to affirm and embody and focus more on the becoming, the person that I am becoming, of which that is the person I want to become. Now, when the thought comes and it's getting this desire, this scapegoat energy signature around it, is like, if you take me, I'm gonna save you from yourself, I'm gonna save you from this situation, whatever. That is presenting you an identity where you act on things outside of yourself to feel fulfilled within. Now, that is an opportunity for me to redirect my attention, my energy to more embodying the person that doesn't need anything outside of themselves to feel um, good, right? And that's what I did. I was like, I saw that thought and I was like, okay, this is an opportunity for me not to resist or reject the thoughts, but to affirm the one that I know I am, the one I want to be. And what I did was, honestly, I'm not sure what I did, but it was more of like one of those moments where you feel like, oh, you've discovered something. So it was it was more of a knowing than of a conscious thought process thing. But I knew that I now had to focus on the exact moment that I'm in. So I just grounded myself, and when I just became present, and I realized I don't need anything. Like, I don't need to escape this moment. Like, I'm content with this exact moment. I like to be where I am right now. I don't want to be at another place. I don't want to have to get high and be in a different consciousness state. I like where I am exactly just the way it is. And once I grounded myself in that reality, in that present moment, the thoughts naturally disappeared without me resisting them, without me rejecting them, saying, no, that's not what I want, without me engaging with them. I didn't have to engage with them. I only had to engage with myself by affirming my becoming, my identity, the one I become. And the way that I did it was just grounding myself in the present moment. Like I said, I was doing breath work, and breath work is amazing, bro. It's good for regulating your nervous system, and it's good for stimulating the prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for generating consciousness. It's very good. I love breath work right now. And yeah, So I thought about making this video last night, but I could not because of the noise. But I knew that I eventually will make this video, and I'm glad I did. So yeah, man, that is what I wanted to share. Um, and this applies with every other thought, even if it's food. Find yourself um, romanticizing eating something that carries an energetic signature that makes you feel like once you have it, you will feel so much better. You know, um, that can happen as well. Can also be people. Maybe you feel like, oh, once I would be around this person's energy, I would feel so much better. Can be places, it can be things, right? It can be music even. But then some things are actually good, you know, like music. Music is not bad. Music is good, bro. But then other things, they can be bad, you know. So you just need to discern and filter the things that you want to keep as you move towards the the new timeline, the more abundant timeline, and then leave out everything else that will not filter through, that will not go through the filter. Just leave it completely. And yeah, man, that's that is everything that I wanted to share. Yeah, I will catch you on the next video. Peace and blessings.